out there. Now go explore. Everyone, it is my honor to welcome you to Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Good morning! Here, we're going to move away from the speaker a little bit to get started, but here, we're going right through the bubbles right away. Good morning from Animal Kingdom. They're about to open in a few minutes here. We got to jump on it with early entry.
I know I am. Are you?
Actually, we'll come over here so I can say a quick good morning to everybody. We'll get started before the mass crowds come in. Should be a beautiful, beautiful sunrise. It just came up. We're going to talk all about Animal Kingdom this morning as we do a nice 45-minute walk. Good morning. We're about to get started here. So just as a reminder, we might be in the park today, but this is a 45-minute walk, run, enjoy, stream. Tonight is the big stream. We're going to be out at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party once again, and we're going to give it another chance. So make sure you hit that after we're done. But good morning from Animal Kingdom. It is a absolutely gorgeous morning. It is a lovely 63 degrees on my watch. It's not often we get such beautiful weather. So I'm going to say good morning to you guys, and then we're going to get started. Good morning here from the Animal Kingdom. We are here for our 45-minute walk. It's awesome to see you. Just a reminder, if you don't want to listen to me, or you don't want to listen to anything I have to say, you just want to use this for a POV purpose on your treadmill, that is just fine. Please do me a favor, go ahead and turn the volume off, put on your own music, and enjoy. Otherwise, for all of the rest of you, we're going to talk about Animal Kingdom, we're going to talk about the history, we're going to talk about where it's going, and all of the refurbishments that they are doing here. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is crazy. They just let in the mobs and mobs of guests. I was staying with Harper in the Animal Kingdom Lodge this weekend, and look at this. The entire, like, huge group of everybody coming in is making a beeline for Pandora. That is so funny. Well, let's go the opposite direction. That is so funny. Good morning. So we're going to start a few minutes early so we can just kind of get ahead of these groups here. And I wanted to do Pandora last on my walk. But welcome in. A lot has changed here at Animal Kingdom. Probably when we go around, we'll talk about Disney in general, because goodness, they have made some changes today. Good morning, you guys. Charles, hello. Vicky, Robert, Belinda, Cynthia, Norman, Super Fire Fry, hello, good morning. Vicky Croft. So let me just get myself set here. Here, these people are all taking a picture. Good morning. So while I'm just getting myself started here, and I got all my notes, because you know how I love that. For my morning walks, I gotta have notes. I'm like that. I care. I want to make sure it's all there. Okay, so this is your starting point. Oh, I gotta take my own advice. It's 8 o'clock. Start my watch. Here we go. So, you know, I gotta do the best I can here. I don't know. I probably can't walk quite as fast as I normally would because I am in the park today and there's people. It's a theme park. We're not out on a sidewalk, but the morning and the sunrise was spectacular. Spectacular. As we go through here, I'm just going to talk first about DinoLand U.S.A. This is the last, you guys. I don't know how much longer this signage will be here. They have just utterly ripped it out. DinoLand U.S.A. is pretty much done for. Look at this. Isn't it odd? It's so odd to me to not see the dinosaur bridge that leads you into that area. And now it's just this wide open with the cranes. So different for me coming in here. And I haven't been here since they tore all this out. Sorry guys, the sun's right in the camera. It's gonna take me a minute to figure out what we can do and what we can't do. So, here, Tropical Americas. And I'll try to walk back there before it is no longer.
That wasn't on the wall in December.
We'll try to go back by Dinosaur. And then once we're done with DinoLand USA, I will go over just the park in general. But DinoLand USA is getting a major change. It will no longer be DinoLand USA. And I feel like it needed love. So I'm not really sad about that. But there is a big part of me that genuinely, you know, it likes to hang on to the past in the parks. Now, I am not half as bad as Adam. He has a real difficult time with change. But here at Animal Kingdom, I don't think he was really attached to DinoLand USA. I enjoyed the good Triceratops spin that was here. Primeval Whirl was a good one. It always had a line. But I am really happy that they are going to make this into Tropical Americas. I think fits into this. And Encanto, I think is a excellent addition somewhere in the parks. I think of all the places, Encanto is a good fit for Animal Kingdom if I had to pick. So what we just walked around, there was an animal exhibit for an alligator. I think it was an alligator or crocodile, you know, one of those. And then there was a kids play area. And it was great. I think there was like 10 slides. The kids would sit there forever. It was a really, really good play place and perfect for kids under 10 who waiting in long lines can be tough. So letting them just run it out, get out some energy and excitement, yell, scream, all that. They also had a dig site with little rocks that was available there in that playground, so that's not there. So this is closing, and I think they said January. I'm sure somebody can put it in the comments and correct me. But this one, I enjoy me some dinosaur, but again, it's pretty rough. Like, it's needing some love for sure. So I'm just weaving here. We're just gonna go wherever we end up here in Animal Kingdom is where we end up. Oh, well, we're not ending up here because it's blocked off. Sorry. If you're on a treadmill, that, you know, back up. Beep, 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 beep. We're gonna figure it out together. Because every day they're making construction changes. Funny. So just on Sunday, just a week ago to this very day, to this very moment, we took everybody to Hollywood Studios because that was Harper's choice for her birthday, to go hang out at Hollywood Studios and see the villain show and Little Mermaid. Only a few days later, I had no idea that they ripped out. I knew it was coming. I didn't want to accept it, but they ripped out the animation, the archway. And, you know, the water tower isn't there anymore. And I kind of took that archway as kind of a symbol of their, you know, their icon. Even though they used Tower of Terror, to me it was kind of an icon. And that one hurt a little bit. That one absolutely hurt a little bit to see that I didn't really get to say, I feel like I didn't get to say goodbye. Here at Animal Kingdom and DinoLand, oh my gosh, we had a blast. We brought in everybody. We brought in my brother Dan, his daughter, we brought in Harper. All of us came in and we spent the day here in DinoLand last November or December, and we played all the dino games for hours. I won't disclose how much money we spent because that was crazy. We were determined to get all of the big dinos, stuffed dinos, and I have them at home. We won many of the little logoed DinoLand U.S.A. plushes, and we had the absolute blast. I mean, who goes to a theme park and spends all that money on playing games? It's not often, but we did it. It was more of an honorary goodbye. So that was our pilgrimage to DinoLand USA as a final so long good friend. You served us well. So we did that, but the archway at Hollywood Studios is no longer, and my heart was crushed a little bit with that to go in and not see it anymore. And but I am happy that we were just there. We were just there on the stream. You can go back on the stream. I am sure it was captured in there. So I feel kind of validated that sometimes you just, you know, you hope, like, you finger crossed you're just in the right place at the right time. So, but luckily, yes. So that's that. So even, that's what I tell people, even when you come into the parks, like if you're in the parks once a month, if you're in the parks, you know, once a week, if you're in the parks, you know, once a year, to me, everybody's on fair ground. I do not care what any, you know, local has to say. I'm local. I'm there every day. Well, then you must know these parks change all the time. What was there yesterday is maybe not there today. There's always change. and always something new that they're improving or they're working on. And so when I go into the parks, I'm just fine to say, you know what, I do not know what that wall is. That wall just came up overnight. It's tough to keep up with all the Disney stuff, and you think that you have a plan. That's another reason, you know, when it relates to running, when it relates to fitness, I think it's kind of a good example. You can plan and plan and plan and plan, but not everything will go your way. There are so many times when you plan this, I don't know, I'm just throwing out a number. This has no bearing on anything. A $10,000 expensive vacation. Things happen and you have to go with it. And you have to figure out how you're going to make the best of it, because you really have two choices. You can go with it, or you can be upset and sad, but that does no good for anybody. Absolutely no good for anybody. But your life and your mentality will be so much better if you just say, well, you know, I'll talk about two examples when you speak to, you know, things that don't always go your way. Like when you're in the parks, I'll talk about one running example, and I'll talk about one Disney fun example. So tonight, yes, we're going to be out. Well, I'm going to be out I was going to send Adam tonight. Tonight was supposed to be Adam's Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party night. And I'm sorry, guys, I stole it from him because I said, I am 0 for 2. And my last 2 Halloween parties were so bad. I won't say bad because, you know, the fact that you're just there is exciting. But the fact that Disney sent push notifications in the middle of the party to apologize and refund my ticket just says it all. Like, I said, no, Adam, if I go to a third party and something happens and it's so bad once again, I'm calling it quits. I'm throwing in the towel. That's it. I'm cursed. I put a post out. I said, the Haunted Mansion ghosts have caught up with me. If tonight is not spectacular, I'm calling myself. I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm throwing my hands up and I'm gonna say, I'm cursed. I'm cursed. Because there's plenty of people who've had lovely, phenomenal parties. But yes, the last 2 parties that I've had have had such between technical difficulties and weather is being the majority of the problems. Oh my gosh, Disney sent, it's not me, Disney sent apologies mid-party and just simply said, sorry guys, this is so bad, we're gonna give you a ticket. I'm like, so I have good vibes for tonight. There's not a cloud in the sky right now, but you can just take it and make the best of it, which we did. I did have a lot of fun in the torrential downpours of the last 2 parties. We had some really fun on the stream. There are so many people that were watching and hanging out and just like, gosh, just making the most of a very comical situation. My candy came home all waterlogged. It was something. It was something. But, you know, that's what you can do. Like, sitting there and being upset or frustrated, you're already here. You're already in the midst of your situation. You gotta just make the best of it, and it's gonna be great no matter what. Oh, fun fact, guys. If you are wanting some great Animal Kingdom pictures, coming around to the back of the tree, in the morning, it's just illuminated so nicely. Everybody takes them in the front of the tree, but the back of the tree is gorgeous. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining. We are just doing one of our 45-minute walks, and I got in slightly early. Here at Animal Kingdom. I'm not walking as fast as I normally do because it is a theme park, so if you're just joining, this is going to be a slightly slower POV. My other example of just going with it, I've been asked repeatedly, what is the decision on running the Wine and Dine half? Yes, many moons ago. Thanks, Run Disney. Here's the situation that many people are frustrated with. You have to register so far in advance. You have no idea what life will bring you. And with everything with the kids over the summer and Josh's spine surgery, I just wasn't running like I was. I don't feel real great about it. So there's part of me that thought I'll just bow out. And then there's part of me that thought, well, I have options. I can make an effort. Just do my best. I think I'm going to make a video. I don't want to dwell on it. I think I'm going to make a video about the tough decisions that sometimes you have to make when life takes a turn right before your Run Disney race, and how the options that you have. Will I be at the expo? Heck yes. Will I be at a race? Yes. But how I'm gonna take that on, I think I know what I'm gonna do. So I think on Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm gonna do a really heartfelt, a really like from the heart, this is reality type of video of, again, not everything goes your way and what happens with that. So with Run Disney approaching fast, as in next weekend, decisions are there, and I just need like another day to be at peace with it. I talked to Adam about it. I've got all my gear, I've got all my tried and true stuff. So we'll see. Oh my gosh, Robert Christian, we'll see. He wants a 45-minute walk and a safari ride. I'll try. If the line is not utterly ridiculous, sure, that'll be our treat. If the line is not ridiculous, we're about almost 20 minutes in right now, so we're about halfway through. We're gonna get to do about, I'd say, 1.5 loops of Animal Kingdom this morning, if you're following along. Also, I'm going against the grain. Most people have just come in because the park just opened at 8. I got in a little bit early since we're staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge. We check out this morning. Harper has had the best time swimming. Although I did find it kind of odd that my particular room location did not have very many animals. Like one in the distance here, one in the distance there. They must not like the particular area where our room is. Thank you guys again for joining. We are out at Animal Kingdom. We're just heading into Avatar's Pandora. Speaking of big changes, they are putting in a massive addition over at Disneyland Resort. I think it's technically in California Adventure, but you know what I mean. Just saying California, not here in Florida. For Avatar Pandora. When we were out there oh gosh, it wasn't last month, it was August, so we're in October already. Time flies. We were chit-chatting with some really fun cast members. Okay, this is gonna be a slow walk in here because this is the most crowded area in the morning. So we'll do our best. So if you're on the treadmill, you know, maybe take it down some notches, and then pretend like you have to zigzag like I do. It's part of the fun. Oh, that sun is in your eyes. So, Flight of Passage is the ride that everybody goes to. It's not so bad. It's less than an hour right now. This is one of the most gorgeous areas in the parks, and Joe Rohde, he really led and had a lot of input into this area as an Imagineer, and it's always really spectacular. You know, since the waterfall's on my back, I'll do a quick turn and we'll go back around this section so we can see it. With the sun not in our eyes. So, but early in the morning, this is where everybody hits. They hit the safari and they hit Pandora here for Flight of Passage. If you weren't here right when the stream started, it was pretty funny. Because, you know, Magic Kingdom, we'll give that example. At Rope Drop, there's a large disbursement of people. Like the line of people to get in. A fourth goes this way, a fourth goes that way, a fourth goes over here, and so on. And here in Animal Kingdom, 95% of people go one way, and it is here at Rope Drop. And so watching that in the morning is slightly comical. Okay. Here. Let me try to... So sorry. What? Here. We'll take a U-turn here. Through the paths of Pandora. I am very much looking forward to the sun going down earlier, because that gives a little bit more opportunity to see this part of the park in the evening. Hands down, not even a question in my mind, of all of the parks in the evening, this section is best viewed at night, and in night it is just spectacular. You know, provided all the lighting is working and that kind of thing, but it's awe-inspiring. Like, talk about the details that went in to thinking about an area, a park, decor, from, you know, just the landscape that we see. It's one thing to say, okay, well, this is how it looks during the day, and we built these props, we built these items to give life to the vision that we have. But then there's a whole other perspective of how does a theme park look at night, because at night, 10 times different, absolutely different. And we've seen that in other parks, like Epic Universe is another really good example of that. To be honest, that park is better at night. It is like a 180, 360, a 180 from the daytime, and a whole different experience. And that's how I feel about Pandora and Avatar. Being here in the morning is great, but being here, look at these flowers. Sorry, I have to stop. They're just these vines. Sorry, these are super cool. I don't always come in and see when some of these things like bloom. Like that's an example. How these are things that you know you don't always have in your home area, no matter where you live, and you say, oh my gosh, like this is what happens, and the thought process that goes into that, to know like, hey, I found these really cool vines and they hang from the trees, and then they flower in these like almost bell shapes, like, and you saw all the bees in there, so that's even better for the park.
Yeah, I think I see it. I see it.
Here, we'll continue making some walks around. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a U-turn, guys. Here, we'll go through the, hi. Here, we're gonna make a U-turn because we're gonna go through the Tree of Life. By the flamingos here. U-turn, U-turn. U-turn. But Animal Kingdom just celebrated a recent anniversary. 25 years, a couple years ago. Now it's 27 years, of course. But it opened in 1988. We're gonna go Tree of Life Garden, which many people forget is here or don't realize it's here. It's a really neat path. If you are here for Earth Day, right here, this spot is hidden away, and unless you're familiar with it, they put rare characters right here. at this spot. So that's where, if you hear the Animal Kingdom's doing some sort of rare character, right there is where you want to go. Check it out. It's unusual if they put them anywhere else. Look at this. So nice in here. So fun fact, even though it opened in 1998, they acquired most of their animals in 1997. So they had been here a year or less when the park opened. They still have a massive veterinary and animal care facility as part of Animal Kingdom, the theme park, that naturally cares for the animals and the wildlife that is here at Walt Disney World property. I'm gonna make a quick U-turn because now that we had the sun in our eyes, we'll kind of come back through this trail. And Pandora opened in 2011. So it wasn't always a part of this theme park. And you know what? I forgot. Big. Zootopia Better Together is opening just next month. Right here in, I almost forgot about that. I cannot believe it. So we're right here in the Tree of Life. And it formerly was It's a Bug's Life. That closed. And that was, some people didn't really have an opinion. I didn't love it, I didn't hate it. But It's a Bug's Life closed, and they've been working on renovations, and they are finally going to open the new Better Zoo. Oh my gosh, I always say it wrong. Better Zoogether. Zootogether. It's Zoogether. It's like a tongue twister, some of these names that they come up with. And it opens next month. So and they had said it, Destination D23 a couple weeks back, that they brought out some of the characters that hopefully should be available for meet and greet. They had Clawhauser, which is a really just super fun character. If you haven't seen Zootopia, please watch it. It is really cute. It's got phenomenal messages of adversity and beating the odds and friendship. Just the last half of it is a little tough for Harper to watch. It's not as exciting because they're trying to figure out the mystery, the problem. But I'm really happy. I forgot to mention that earlier. I cannot even believe it. One of the best things that I'm excited about is Zootopia being a bigger part of Animal Kingdom. And I've always said, what in the world? Why is Zootopia not a part of Animal Kingdom? I don't know. So here we are. That was us on the other side a minute ago. So this is all blocked off because this is part of their refurbishment, the new show that they're putting in. So we'll have to do a little U-turn here. But I wanted to at least come down here because this is a fun spot to take photos and such. Hang on. Okay, we're down to about 10 minutes. So if you are out and about and just kind of listening in, you're 10 minutes away from your 45-minute start. At least then I got it. The Tree of Life is 145 feet tall. And if I'm not mistaken, that's taller than Tower of Terror. Because I'm pretty sure the Tower of Terror is 99 feet. Again, somebody can correct me on that. Pulled my cheat sheet back up. Oh, wow. Here, sorry guys, we'll stop mid-run. Sorry. This is cool. Look at this. So, Better Together is supposed to open, I checked it out while we were walking there, November 7th there, just confirmed it. And look at the line queue. They've got a bunch. I can see them with my own eye, but it's probably tough on the camera. There's a bunch of construction engineer workers over there, and they are working on the line queue. That does not look finished. No, I hope in 2 weeks they have. It's a lot to do. But look at that. I didn't see that before. $199 feet. Oh, yeah, that's true. Thanks, Sharon. Sorry, I wanted to point that out for you, because that's kind of cool to see, is their in progress construction. And I didn't know if I'd get back over here. Well, nor do I want to get all the way to the front and then come back this way. $199. Yeah, that's, yes. Okay, so slightly shorter. Slightly. Here. Here you go. Now you can really see. Yeah. They've got a lot of work going on there. I'm excited. I see some new little additions right here. It's hard. Looks like kind of like the top of a mushroom or something. Look. There we go. Okay, we can't sit and look at that forever. We gotta walk. We gotta get our steps in. It's just super fun when I see unique things and I get to check them out. Here, I'll add 2 minutes into our walk. But Animal Kingdom, if you weren't aware, has over 1,000 animals. Like more than 1,000 animals here in this park. So they care for tons and tons of animals. Now, the number of species, like, you know, there's, I think, you know, there might be like 10 monkeys in a space, or, you know, 5 buffalo, that sort of thing. So, you know, 1,000 animals, and I think, and there's over 200 species accounted for between it's not open yet, so I can't take you guys down the jungle trek, which is unfortunately not open yet, and the gorilla trail. So those open, they don't open right at rope drop, but those are super fun, and many of the animals are back there, plus all the animals that are on the safari. And although they don't have parades, cavalcades, like many of the parks, they have entertainment in other ways. Often, I don't hear them right now, but they have flotillas, pontoon boats essentially, that float up and down this river here with characters on them and fun music, and it goes in a circle around the interior of the park. One of my favorite facts, and I mean, it's been around for a long time, a lot of people know it, but maybe some people don't. Here we go. Let's go right over here. Yeah, making sure I'm all good. Checking my stuff. One of my favorite facts about Animal Kingdom is, and I think they're getting back to it a little. You know, I don't think it will ever necessarily go away, but it's not a land per se. Was the intent was to include mythical creatures. So you will see dragon concepts, markings etched into certain areas of the parks. You can see it actually on the outside by the tickets, most commonly. And that's because it was meant to be its own land. And that was changed, so there's not a land per se. But I think that the jury's still out. I still think that there's still opportunity that if they have mythical creatures, to incorporate them here. And even though it's not its own space, per se. Like, I'd love to see some of the spirit animals from Coco. You can get some of their merchandise here. But I thought just adding those little pieces in here is cool. Oh yes, they're supposed to be called Beastly Kingdom. There we go. In my notes, Beastly Kingdom. Can we see Kevin? I don't know if he's out, or she is out. Kevin is very elusive, speaking of a mythical. We're right at 45 minutes, so we'll take a quick look.
Gloss, some metals, some things you like to do.
Well, I have a fun fact. Guess what our shirts are made out of? You got here just in time to find out. Recycle bladder battle!
That's right.
I can tell you're impressed. Share something to reduce?
Well, one way I reduce waste is I use compost. I took these plastic bottles, I cut them in half, I turned them into planters. I've added compost and soil, and together they make beautiful flowers.
Yeah.
Just like together, we make beautiful music.
There was a request for the safari, and it's only 15 minutes. Anybody up for seeing the safari? I'll go quick. We'll get on it before I wrap up and go back to the birthday girl. But you guys got to spread the word and come back to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party stream later. Okay, we'll get extra little walk in. Yeah, those are great performers. Okay, let's do this. We'll power walk over to the safari. It's not that far, it's real, just across the way here. I do appreciate that, even though the land space of Animal Kingdom, mainly because of the safari property and the space that the animals need. The park itself is really easy to get around. And I'll just say, I didn't bring my extra Wi-Fi gear, like to give it a little boost. So I'm probably gonna make some signal changes and we'll see how it goes. I have not taken this brand new ride cam on the safari yet, so we'll go with it. Can't promise. They're all excited about the safari. Sounds good to me. And I did stop and look at some of that construction. So these extra minutes walk over here makes up for that.
What, the flight was good?
Yeah, I really love Animal Kingdom, whether it's morning. Honestly, my favorite time is dusk. Like the last couple hours the park is open. Most people come during the morning, but to come over here and be here for the park close, most people make this a half-day park. Agree or not agree, you know, it's up to everybody. But, you know, after 2 o'clock, everybody starts to wind down over here. And you can get on so many of the rides. Just walk right in. Especially in the last hour here. And it's peaceful. I think some of my best safaris have been evening safaris. Okay. Man, I have to, I think I'm gonna grab me a coffee when I'm done here. Maybe I'll bring one back for Adam too. I'm sure Harper is up and about. We're gonna take her swimming probably.
Drink of water.
Before we check out this morning. Okay, walking up here to the safari. Now, if it's gone way up, then of course I can't wait. I gotta get back to the birthday girl. But as long as it's at that 15 minutes. These safaris, they turn over so many people because those trucks hold so much. And they're constantly going. It's great. Oh, this is not a 15-minute wait. Look at this. Oh my gosh, the line is out the... It says 40 minutes. What was I looking at the app? Oh my gosh. Wow. They're not even in the line queue. Almost back to Tusker House. Wow. That's okay. Man, well, sorry guys. I can't wait 45 minutes. Wow. And the line, like, they're just getting in the line here. This is probably almost an hour now. Wow. Sorry about that. Kira wants to know, what does the Animal Kingdom pool look like? So they have two. They have the, we're at the Kidani Village, and it's very pleasant. It's not very big. It's got 0 entry. And I noticed yesterday, since the water wasn't very warm, they were, there was heat, because we would swim by a spot and the jets were putting off warm water. Yeah. Sorry guys about the safari. You know what I'll do? I'll pick a day and we'll add Animal Kingdom in the next 2 weeks. And we'll just do like Everest, we'll do the safari. I'll bring out Harper. She loves Animal Kingdom. But don't fret. Look, like it's gonna be like a blink. And then we'll be at Magic Kingdom tonight for all things Not So Scary Halloween party. And I feel like today is the day. I feel that luck is on my side. My first order of business is to actually see the Hocus Pocus stage show and the parade in its entirety, to see the Headless Horseman. And like I said, I can't make promises because I'm slightly had some poor luck. Yeah, actually AI, the app says 25. Well, you saw it, and I was standing right there. It says 45 minutes on the sign, but the app doesn't say that. So I bet you're right. I bet you everybody like ran over there. That's gonna push an hour for sure, especially with the rate of how many people, all these people, because they're coming in right now. They're gonna be at the for sure, no doubt about it. They're going to the safari or the Flight of Passage. So that line's gonna go up. Julio wants to know, are we gonna go to D23? I hope. I hope. I actually already have hotel reservations. So yes. Like I'm making plans. That it's just a matter of tickets. Will I get tickets? I don't know. That's the toughest part of D23 events. It's not arranging to go. It's did you get the tickets? And the tickets are probably easily going to be $1,500 ish. So if all goes well on the budgeting and the ticket needs, then yes. Well guys, that's that. Thank you so much guys for hanging out with me. I had a great time. This was supposed to be a 45-minute walk, run, jog, coffee break, but you know, we went a little over, as you know, we kind of do a lot. Please go ahead, check out tonight. Hoping for the best, if nothing, just for moral support. So with that, I am going to tell you that you are doing amazing. No matter what you're trying to put your mind to, I believe wholeheartedly that you can accomplish it, whether you are trying to build big things like a theme park like this, or you are trying to just take some steps out in the neighborhood, around the block. No matter what excites you, I believe that you can accomplish whatever you are looking to do. So I hope you guys have a great week. I'll be out later tonight, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.